All right, happy art day, students. Mr. Augustine is back. I'm here to do some blind contour drawings. This is my next challenge for you all. So let's go over some materials for what we'll need. Hold on one second. Let me make my fancy... Ooh, look at that. Boom, just like that. Now we got a fancy camera. So I'll move this camera down so you can see my paper while I work. Let's get to it. So we're going to do a blind contour drawing. If you've done this in class, this will just be a little review for you. So we're going to be drawing a portrait today. I'm going to tilt, there we go, tilt my camera, get it all set. Boom, just like that. So I'll be drawing a portrait. A portrait, let's make a little note page. Portrait is, if this is our paper, head, neck, and shoulders. So this is what we're going for. A self-portrait, I'll write self at the top, is a portrait of you. So I'll write you in the face. Okay? So again, head, neck, and shoulders. We'll be doing a game, a couple games, drawing games, that I like to call the line games. So we'll be doing a blind contour and a continuous line drawing and a memory drawing. That's 3 different versions. So technically it's 3 different challenges today. Like I said, a couple grades have done this. So if you already know what you're doing, just listen along and you can either draw me or you can draw someone in your house or you can draw yourself. I'm gonna be using my camera to see myself for when I draw. So the first one I'll write at the top is my blind contour. Now just real quick, can anyone tell me what a blind contour is? Don't see any hands raising up, so I'll answer. A blind contour means we're going to draw something without looking at something, right? That's the blind part. And then the contour itself, contour is like the line that you see on the edge of something, or like an outline, or like the curve, the shapes that you see. So when I'm drawing my face, I'm looking for lines and shapes and curves, right? Simple. So here are the rules for a blind contour. Rule number 1, you can pick up your pencil and move it around. Okay. Rule number 2, you can look at who you're going to draw. Now you can do a blind contour of a cup. It helps if your cup has a face on it. You could do a blind contour of a person, of an object, whatever. I'm going to be drawing a self-portrait, so myself. If you want to draw a blind contour of another person, a friend, or a family member, that would be just a blind contour of a portrait, right? So head, neck, and shoulders, okay? So rule number 1, you can pick up your pencil. Rule number 2, you draw the thing you're looking at. Rule number 3, you cannot look at your paper. That's the blind part. So it's going to be kind of tricky for me because on my screen that I'm looking at me, the picture of my paper is right next to it. So I'm gonna put this here, and we're gonna go. So it'll be a timed activity. I'll try to do it for a minute or 2, and you can change the rules up how long you draw for. You'll get a different variety of details. It's up to you. So I'm gonna start in the middle. Now you can look when you start. I suggest starting by the nose and then working out for the details. So I'm gonna draw until I think it's done. If you want to challenge yourself, have someone time you and give you like a minute, give you 5 minutes, and you can see the difference. So yeah, let's get started. So blind contour, I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to draw my face. I got my hair in a ponytail today, so you can't really see it, so that'll be easier for me to draw. Here we go, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now, just talking through what the purpose of this is. If someone were to ask, why are you doing this, Mr. Augustine? You're doing these weird drawings. This practices your hand-to-eye coordination. And what that means is it's training my hand to draw what my eye sees, I'm not paying attention to what I'm drawing. I'm just focusing on communicating the information my eye is reading from the picture. Straight to my hand. I'm already like rambling because I'm trying to focus. I'm just scribbling from my hair, my beard. Now, if you lose your place, you like go off the paper. That's tough. You just gotta find a spot and draw my shoulder. Now again, I'm not drawing my pants, my legs, nothing like that, because you can't see that. Did I draw here? Okay, that's done. Yeah! Check that out. Blind contour of Mr. Augustine. You can see now. Yours might not look like this. Yours might look like something here. Check these out. Oh, you can see them. These are all blind contours and different. These are different types I did with a friend during quarantine. So mine, you can see the eyes, the nose, the hair, the beard. Like you can. This looks like a portrait, right? It kind of looks like a person. Yours might look like a giant scribble scrabble. That's okay. Because the more you play this game with your friends and your family, the more you get better at it. And then yours will start looking more like a portrait. Okay, so that's a blind contour. Blind contour, here are the rules again. I'll write them at the bottom so you can pause it on the screen and see it. Rule number 1, cannot look at paper. Rule number 2, can lift your pencil. So it's really just 2. The third one is about time, right? So if you want to time yourself, you can do it for a minute, do it for 5 minutes. I did it for roughly a minute, 2 minutes, I think, based off my clock. So yeah, those are the rules. Oh, let me show you so you can pause it on there. Cannot look at paper, can lift your pencil. Blind contour, right? So the second one is called a continuous line. Continuous line. Now, does anyone know what the word continuous means? I do. So that just means it's never going to stop, right? So here for this drawing, again, I'm drawing a self-portrait of myself. I'm doing the head, the neck, the shoulders. A continuous line drawing is when you start drawing, and once you put that pencil on the paper or pen or marker, whatever you're drawing with, once you start drawing, you can't pick up the pencil again, right? So rule number 1 is once the pencil touches the paper, you can't lift it. Rule number 2, you cannot look at your paper. Again, this is still like a blind contour. We're not looking at the paper. We're practicing our hand-to-eye coordination, right? So I'm going to look to start, right? Find the middle. I always start with the nose and work out. It's easier for me to kind of remember where things are, right, in the face. So if I start at the bottom and I work my way up, it might not be proportional. That's a little trick. Okay, so starting by the nose, we'll do, again, you can time yourself. I'm just going to go till I think it's done just because I don't have anyone here to time me. Let's, I think my chair keeps squeaking. Sorry about that noise. All right, here we go. Starting in the middle. Ready, set, go. Again. Someone usually asks me when we do this in class, well, can I lift my pencil lightly when I move it across the paper? No. Just press with the same weight across the whole paper. Now, I'll be able to tell if you're cheating if you look at something on your... I just cheated. I looked at the paper. I'm sorry. I'll be able to tell if you're cheating if there's parts of the drawing that aren't connected with a line. So everything should be touching. And if you got to go from one side of that face to the other, you just got to do it. Adding my hair, my beard. Beard, mustache, neck, shoulders. Boom! So that one got a little crazy. Let's compare. So this was my blind contour. This one got a little bit crazier. But you can still kind of see, right? The eyes, the nose, the mouth, and all that stuff. So I'll write the rules here. Rule number 1 is cannot lift up your pencil. Rule number 2 is you cannot look at paper. Right? I'll put it right there so you can see it. Boom, you got it. Like I said, you can do this and time it. You want to do like challenge yourself. What does it look like in 30 minutes? You get, or not 30 minutes, 30 seconds. You got to draw super fast, or for a minute or 2 minutes. Test it out. Again, practicing your hand-eye coordination is important as an artist, right? I always talk about how we're all practicing artists. If you keep doing these activities, it'll train you to be a better artist. All right. Now I'm using. Look at this cool pencil I got. This big old pencil. So the last one is called a memory drawing. This one's fun. Usually when we do this in class, people get a little frustrated that I'm not letting them look at their paper. And they're like, oh, Mr. Augustine, like, oh, can we look at our paper now? This is the last one I finished with. So this is called a memory drawing. Here are the rules. You can draw a self-portrait or a portrait of someone else or an object. I'm going to draw myself. So I'm going to give myself 5 seconds to study all the details in my face, my neck, my shoulders, and then I'm going to close my eyes and draw. Now you can look up at the ceiling and draw. You could close your eyes and draw. You could just look away and draw. It's up to you. But the rules are you can't look at the paper and you can't look at what you're drawing. Now it's up to you if you want to do a continuous line, meaning you never pick up your pencil, or you can pick up your pencil. That's completely up to you. Now I know I just said those things really fast, so I'm going to try to slow it down. Rule number 1, you get 5 seconds to study what you're drawing, and then you can't look at it once you start. You cannot look at your paper. And then it's up to you. The third rule is you can either use a continuous line, meaning you never pick up the pencil, or you could pick it up. Totally up to you. So I'm going to do, we'll see. I'll say that I do the pick up pencil and then I end up not picking it up. So we'll just see what happens. So 5 seconds. I'll use this camera. Oh wait, no, because then you can't see my, hold on. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Study all the details. This look is the Mr. Augustine look people know. All right, here we go. All right, and then close my eyes, and then I gotta draw. Now, it's called a memory drawing because I'm drawing from memory. Oh, I already messed it up. Nah, you can tell I'm doing the continuous line, right? I'm not picking up my pencil. An ear there, do the mouth. And the cool thing about you watching this right now is you can see me mess up, or if I'm way off, right? This looks just like me. I don't know. Boom, look at that one. Yeah, that one's cool. All right, so let's compare all 3. Now I'm using, if you watch the sketchbook video, you could be doing this in your sketchbook or just on regular paper. I'm doing it in a sketchbook that I had. So here's my blind contour, right? Can't look at your paper. You can lift your pencil. Here's my continuous line. Cannot lift up your pencil. Cannot look at your paper. And then here's my memory drawing. So I'll write the rules at the bottom. Study for 5 seconds. Look away. Draw with pencil moving or down. So you can choose if you want to have it a continuous line or you want to pick it up. That's completely up to you. But there are the rules, right? Memory drawing. And then that one's usually a winner. It looks pretty weird. Now what you can do with these drawings once they're done, like I said, if they're in your sketchbook, I've got these cool highlighters that I like to use. I've got all different colors, right? If you did this in pen or if you did this in marker or pencil, it's up to you. I did it in pencil, but you can color these, obviously. So you can get creative with the coloring, but what I like to do is I find all the closed shapes and I color them in. So like this part of the nose is completely closed, meaning there's no opening for the drawing. The lips, same thing. I could go in. The top part of the lip is closed. There's no opening in the shape that I made. There's a part on the side that's closed. Part on the bottom. And I'm gonna pick up the drawing in a second and show you. See, I'm coloring in all the closed areas. That's what I would do for this. You don't have to color the whole thing. You could just color a couple. Check these out. These drawings I did, I'm going to do this for another video. This was shadow art, right? But I colored in just a couple areas, not the whole thing, right? So it's up to you how you want to color it. But that is how you do, that's how you play the line games, practice your hand-eye coordination. And you can make a continuous line, a blind contour drawing, and a memory drawing, right? So that's what we did. If you want, take pictures of you while you're playing the game or your finished drawings and then email them to me, or you can post them in the comments on Google Classroom and then we can all see the drawings that we all made. That'd be super fun. All right? So until next time, I will see you all later.